home insurance company from Illinois increasing rates next month has consumer advocacy groups calling for oversight and reform. It is Illinois in Focus Daily. I'm Greg Bishop. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and watch us live. This is the last segment of the live show this Friday morning. 2 other segments beforehand. But if you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, you can wake up with us each and every weekday morning here for Illinois in Focus, giving you what you need to know to start your day in the land of Lincoln. And a lot of stuff you can find here at the Center Square's YouTube page, but also don't forget to go to thecentersquare.com and sign up for the newsletter. All right, let's delve into this. State Farm Insurance putting out a statement yesterday. It's got people from across the space of consumer protection, and even Governor JB Pritsker condemning the rate increase here in Illinois. So let's go to State Farm's website, where they published this yesterday, in the Bloomington-based company, saying, understanding the issues in Illinois. First, thank you for your trust in State Farm. We understand no one likes to see their insurance rates increase, and we don't take these decisions lightly. That's why we want to provide with some context around the approach in Illinois, where we are decreasing average auto insurance rates and increasing average home insurance rates. As a mutual company, State Farm is focused on serving its policyholders. Unlike companies with shareholders, our goal is not to maximize profits, but earn enough to maintain financial strength that also allows us to keep the promises that we make and support future growth. As we continue to adapt in changing conditions, we remain committed to providing the best possible value, service, and support. Thank you for allowing us to protect what matters to you. So an update on auto insurance rates. They lead with this. They say auto insurance rates in Illinois will decrease an average of 5.7%, with some consumers seeing reductions in premiums as much as 15%. Rates adjustments will apply to new and existing policies starting July 18th. 2025. So that's coming up just next week, next Friday. That decision is driven by trends projecting lower claims costs. So why are homeowner prices going up in Illinois? Homeowner insurance rates are on the rise in Illinois due to rising home replacement costs and more frequent severe weather events that are driving up the cost of frequency of claims. These changes reflect broader trends in loss patterns, and repair costs are necessary to help ensure that we can continue to provide reliable coverage to our policyholders. So you can see more here of their statements, and they talk about the top states reporting hail damage, and Illinois being in that, with $638 million at number 2 for hail damage. Severe weather, all the other tornadoes and such, they say that this is all increasing the cost of repairing homes that is covered by insurance. So clearly they're State Farm working to educate, I guess, policyholders as to why they're going to see a rate increase. Now, how much is that rate increase? Illinois Public Interest Research Group, they put out a statement saying it's going to be $523 million across the board for homeowner insurance, as the increase is looking at about a 27% increase coming up. So State Farm, they say, PERG says that State Farm asserts the rates primarily driven by catastrophe losses caused by extreme weather, and they further break that down. But what they're ultimately doing here is that they want to have the Illinois Department of Insurance to have proper oversight and to have the Department of Insurance have the ability to review rates and have an authority over those rates and giving a thumbs up or thumbs down. Abe Scar with Illinois PERG said extreme weather events are wreaking havoc on American communities and disrupting insurance markets, and the impacts are particularly costly here in the Midwest. Illinois should not wait for the homeowners insurance market to reach crisis levels as it has in states such as Florida and California. It's time for the General Assembly to act. At a minimum, Illinois should empower the State Department of Insurance to reject or modify excessive rate hikes, a basic consumer protection that restricts that residents in almost every other state enjoy. So we've seen this debate here in Illinois, where a measure being proposed by State Representative Will Guzzardi would ultimately require the Department of Insurance to review rate increases. Now, Illinois, we've got State Farm Insurance, right? I mean, that's a Bloomington-based company, a nationwide company. How much influence they have on a state like Illinois to not have that type of regulation come from the State House and the special interest involved there, who knows? But ultimately, you've got just the overall cost of things expected to go up. Governor JB Pritsker also putting out a statement yesterday on this, and he says that it's unfair and arbitrary. Governor Pritzker issuing this statement saying that I'm deeply concerned by State Farm Insurance's unfair and arbitrary insurance rate hike on Illinois homeowners. These increases are predicated on catastrophe loss numbers that are entirely inconsistent with the Illinois Department of Insurance's own analysis, indicating that State Farm is shifting out-of-state costs onto the homeowners in our state. Hardworking Illinoisans should not be paying more to protect beach houses in Florida. In addition to increased premiums, State Farm intends to raise out-of-pocket deductibles and reduced payouts for certain claims. In total, these changes will cost Illinois homeowners hundreds of additional dollars per year without a state-based justification of corresponding increase in protection. Over the past 6 years, our state economy has flourished, Pritzker said, based on transparent markets and fair competition. State Farm's actions are antithetical to the core principles that the Illinois business community is built on. He says that he's directing the Illinois Department of Insurance to take all available regulatory action to enforce the law and ensure a level playing field for Illinois homeowners. He's also calling on the General Assembly to enact legislation during veto session that prevents insurance companies from taking advantage of consumers through severe and unnecessary rate hikes like those proposed by State Farm. So that's where we're at on this. You might see this rate increase, and that's going to spur on a conversation at the State House to have more regulatory oversight of the insurance marketplace, where you've got an increase that's crazy exorbitant in Florida and California, and the insurance companies are saying, hey, that's all based off of increased costs for repairing things. And maybe that's an inflation issue too, right? I mean, the cost of labor obviously went up when everything else went up, including the cost of energy. So is the cost of repairing a roof after hail damage, or fixing this, that, or the other going up? Obviously it is. All right, it's Illinois in Focus Daily. I'm Greg Bishop. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and wake up with us each and every weekday morning here for more Illinois in Focus Daily.